Have you ever wondered where the story of humanity began? The answer might be hidden in the arid landscapes of Ethiopia, where an extraordinary discovery was made. In the mid-70s, an ancient hominid fossil, affectionately named Lucy, was unearthed. She was not just another fossil, she was an astounding 3 million years old. This ancient lady, or rather, her remains, have provided us with invaluable insights into our evolutionary past. They suggest that we, Homo sapiens, might share a common ancestor with Lucy's species, the Australopithecus afarensis. This revelation has led many anthropologists to regard Ethiopia as the potential cradle of mankind, a place where our earliest ancestors might have first stood upright and looked towards the horizon. It's a humbling thought that our sophisticated societies, our intricate languages, and our complex cultures might all have sprung from this rugged and beautiful land. One might say that the roots of each of us trace back to this land, Ethiopia. But Ethiopia's history doesn't stop at the dawn of man. Its narrative weaves through millennia, telling tales of ancient kingdoms that once held sway over vast territories. Among the most prominent of these was the Kingdom of Aksum, a trading giant that sat at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, and India. Aksum was a powerhouse, its influence reaching far beyond its borders, with its own unique written script, the Ge'ez, and a coin-based economy, a rarity for the time. Yet Aksum wasn't the only shining star in Ethiopia's constellation of ancient kingdoms. Lalibela, named after its 12th century king, is renowned for its rock-hewn churches, architectural marvels carved directly from the earth. These structures, still standing after nearly 9 centuries, are a testament to the sophistication and ingenuity of the period. And then, there's the matter of colonization. As European powers carved up the African continent, Ethiopia stood as a resolute exception. Through a combination of geographical luck, diplomatic maneuvering, and military prowess, Ethiopia managed to resist the wave of colonialism that swept over the rest of Africa. It remained, stubbornly and proudly, independent. This resilience is a shining thread in the rich tapestry of Ethiopia's history. It's a story of ancient kingdoms and enduring independence of a people who refused to be conquered. In a world dominated by colonial powers, Ethiopia stood proudly independent. Ethiopia isn't just rich in history, but also in diversity. Sitting in the heart of Africa, Ethiopia is a melting pot of cultures, languages, and ethnicities. Over 80 different ethnic groups call this land home, each with its own distinct language, customs, and way of life. From the Oromo in the south, the largest ethnic group, to the Amhara in the north, each tribe contributes a unique thread to the vibrant tapestry of Ethiopian society. Every corner of Ethiopia sings a different song. In the bustling streets of Addis Ababa, Amharic, the national language, echoes through the air. In the south, you might hear the melodic tones of the Sidama people's language, or perhaps the rhythmic speech of the Somali in the east. Each language, each dialect is a testament to the country's rich linguistic diversity. But Ethiopia's diversity goes beyond language. It is reflected in the colorful traditional clothing, the wide array of music and dance, and the variety of delectable dishes, each carrying the flavor of its people's history and heritage. Yet despite their differences, these groups share a common thread, a sense of unity and harmony. They coexist, they interact, they blend. Their cultures, while distinct, are not islands. They influence and enrich each other, creating a symphony of diversity that is uniquely Ethiopian. In Ethiopia, diversity isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. From the bustling cities to the rural highlands, Ethiopia is a land of contrasts. In the heart of the country, cities like Addis Ababa pulse with life. Skyscrapers stretch towards the sky, markets teem with vibrant colors, and the air buzzes with the sound of 1,000 conversations. This urban landscape paints a picture of progress and modernity, a testament to Ethiopia's strides towards development. Yet venture into the rural highlands, and a different side of Ethiopia emerges. Here, life moves at a slower pace. Farmers cultivate ancient grains on terraced fields, children play amidst the mountainous landscape, and communities gather around the mescal bonfires, a tradition dating back centuries. But this stark contrast between urban and rural is not merely aesthetic. It's a reflection of the economic challenges that Ethiopia faces. While urban areas are rapidly modernizing, many rural regions remain impoverished, grappling with issues like limited access to education, healthcare, and basic infrastructure. Despite these challenges, Ethiopia is not a country that shies away from adversity. It's a nation on the move, making concerted efforts to bridge this urban-rural divide. Government initiatives are improving rural access to essential services, while non-profit organizations are empowering communities through education and microfinance programs. Simultaneously, the country is preserving its rich cultural heritage, ensuring that the march towards modernity does not erase the traditions that make Ethiopia uniquely Ethiopian. In the face of adversity, Ethiopia continues to stride forward, embracing modernity while retaining its unique heritage. So what does the future hold for this ancient land? The answer lies in the recent political and economic changes sweeping across Ethiopia. The nation is stepping into an era of transformation, fueled by a keen sense of purpose and a desire for progress. Embracing the winds of change, Ethiopia has seen a remarkable shift in its political landscape. A new generation of leaders is rising, eager to bring forth an era of peace, democracy, and unity. They carry a vision of a united Ethiopia, where cultural diversity is celebrated and every citizen enjoys the fruits of progress. Simultaneously, Ethiopia's economic landscape is also undergoing a significant transformation. The country is making strides in various sectors, from agriculture and manufacturing to information technology and renewable energy. These developments have the potential to boost Ethiopia's economy, creating jobs and opportunities for its young and vibrant population. The government's focus on education and skill development indicates a long-term strategic approach towards sustainable growth. Investing in the youth, the leaders of tomorrow, is a clear sign of a nation preparing for a brighter future. Yet, amid these changes, Ethiopia remains deeply rooted in its rich heritage. It's a fascinating interplay of old and new, where traditions meet innovation and history mingles with the promise of tomorrow. As Ethiopia steps into the future, it carries with it the weight of its past and the promise of its potential. The road ahead may be challenging, but the journey promises to be an exciting one, shaping a future that's as diverse and vibrant as the nation itself.